Good morning, everyone.
Today we are traveling from Ho Chi Minh City to Mui Ne.
It is currently just after 7 in the morning, so we need to go catch our bus.
So let's go. We got our ticket. We're in 6A and 6B. Leaves in about 20 minutes or so. I think it should be an easy ride.
So the sleeper bus can't actually come into Ho Chi Minh City, so this bus is taking us to a different bus station, which we will then get on our sleeper bus that we booked to take us to Mui Ne. The shuttle bus just dropped us off right beside our sleeper bus. A little bit chaotic getting everything situated, but I think we are just waiting in line to get on our sleeper bus.
I know this sounds crazy, but I really like this bus.
This bus literally feels like a spaceship, and it is so comfortable. So, you know, they give you a little blanket, little pillow and everything, so I think it's gonna be really good. So I thought I would give you guys an update. I am just going to be talking a little bit quieter because there is not a sound that is being made on this bus right now. It is so quiet. Graham is asleep in the seat next to me. But I thought I'd give you guys a little tour here now that we're about, I think, halfway done our journey. There is no bathroom on this bus, unfortunately, and as soon as we got on, I had my coffee. So I'm struggling a little bit right now. Hopefully we have, like, I don't know, maybe a bathroom break or something like that. But anyways, this seat is super comfortable. I can lay fully down, like my feet touch the end, of course, but I don't feel cramped at all. There is a whole bunch of different switches for different lighting options. There's a place to plug in like a USB. There also is like a TV screen and like a place where you can plug in your headphones. Nothing's playing on it right now. Maybe on like longer haul buses they play movies or something, I'm not really sure. They did give us a complimentary water, which was amazing. The place is such a nice temperature right now. You have your 2 little vents above your seat that you can kind of control. There is lighting ahead, a big mirror, a huge window, so lots of natural light in here at the moment. They also gave us 2 different pillows, one that's a little bit firmer that goes right by your head, and then one that you can kind of move around in that's more of a cylinder and is really kind of cushiony. So absolutely love that. They also did give us a blanket, which is amazing. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect on a bus like this because it's mine and Graham's first ever sleeper bus, even though we're not sleeping because it's like 5 hours or something like that. It is still amazing. Absolutely love it. Way more comfortable than a regular bus. This did cost us 19 Canadian dollars each. I think the cheapest bus was $13 Canadian. I think that was the lowest one that I saw. So anyways, yeah, that is our little setup that we've got going on.
Our stop's coming up next. Unfortunately, this has been such a nice ride, but I'm excited to check out Mui Ne and explore this place a little bit.
I could honestly have stayed in here all day long. I am so comfortable, but I am excited to leave because I really need to use the washroom, and there is not one on this bus.
We've made it to our accommodation apparently. I did not anticipate him dropping us off like one by one at each of our places along this road, but this is kind of the only place to stay in Mui Ne, is like along this like kind of main strip between Mui Ne, the town, and Phan Thiet. So he was just like asking people where they're staying, and so we pointed on the map and he's like, okay, and we were the last ones off, so our bags are sitting here waiting for us and our accommodation is right there. How easy is that?
So it was a little bit of an earlier start today. One coffee's not cutting it, so we're gonna go find some more. So yesterday our food guide T was talking about coffee for a little bit. The tour wasn't based on coffee, it was on food, but you know, Graham and I love coffee, so we had lots of questions. And apparently it's really popular in the south to have coconut coffee, and then it's really popular in North Vietnam to have egg coffee. And I saw it on the menu here, so I got myself coconut coffee. This is my first time having it, and Graham just got the traditional milk coffee here. I think she was also saying that every time, like if you were to buy it on the street or some cafes, they always give you free tea to go along with it to like cleanse your palate and make the coffee taste better. So that's sweet. Jasmine tea. I find that that's very popular here. Okay, this is the coconut coffee. It looks like it was all blended together. Wow, that's delicious. It kind of tastes like an iced cappuccino with like a strong coconut flavor, but it is so creamy, very sweet. That's classic, but very flavorful and very, very yummy.
I'm kind of bummed. I wish I got the coconut coffee. It looks amazing.
Oh, and I forgot to say that mine cost 35,000 dong, so that's just over $1, and Graham's was 20,000 dong, and that's about $1, so great deal.
So we're staying at the Sky Home Guest House. Huge like driveway, parking lot, front area here, and then we'll take you through the rest of it. Okay, so we made it to like the kind of like the check-in front lobby area. Really nice, kind of cool rock features. It feels very eco and kind of like you're living amongst the jungle a little bit, so cool vibe in here. Okay, so next on this side here we have like a little restaurant area. I assume that we'll be able to eat breakfast here. So breakfast is not included here, but for 150,000 dong for the both of us, we could both have breakfast, and it looks like you could get like a breakfast sandwich scrambled with bacon, lots of different options and stuff like that. So I think we'll probably check that out tomorrow morning. Okay, so to get to all the rooms, they are all these little huts on the sides of this really beautiful little walking path. This part really makes it feel like you're kind of eco living, kind of living in the jungle type stuff. Big trees, big plants, things like that. So it's a really beautiful walkway to actually get to our room. We're at the very far end, which is kind of nice. I think it's gonna be a little bit quieter from the street and everything. But before we check out our room, we're gonna go and check out the absolute best part of this whole place. Okay, so this is the pool area. There's 4 rooms that all look onto it. So I'm really happy with our location. We're like just off the edge of it, so it's probably a little bit quieter and a little bit more relaxed, I think. But other than that, the pool is awesome. And look at the view out of the pool. This is incredible. Doesn't get much better than that. Relax in the pool, watch the waves, sit in the sun, sit by the ocean. Like, really can't ask for much more than that. And here's our beach area. They come with a couple of like sunbed type things with some umbrellas and some recliners and stuff like that. And then of course the beautiful ocean. We've got some steps down. When I was out here earlier, the waves were actually coming up onto the stairs, so I think the water's gone back a little bit. So now, like if it's a little warmer out, we could probably sit on the sand or go for a little swim, and I think it'd be pretty nice. Now that we've seen the whole outside, we'll show you our actual room.
way bigger and more spacious than the one that we were in Ho Chi Minh. So in Ho Chi Minh we were in a private room of a hostel. Those tend to be typically a little bit smaller. This is a guest house and we're paying about $20 a night Canadian. Okay, so this room actually has 2 beds. So this is Graham's bed and the big one is mine. I'm just kidding. This one, it has turned into Graham's storage. I'm using a nice big vanity, I don't know what you would call it, for my stuff. We haven't unloaded anything yet. We were trying to keep it as clean as possible for this tour. But we do get towels, of course. There's instant noodles that also came. So I'm not totally sure what these are about. They still have the price tag, so I don't know if it's like you use it and then you pay for it or if it's complimentary. We probably won't touch them. Hair dryer, nice big desk. We have a fridge as well. The Wi-Fi, it's on and off, but it's not too bad. Pleasantly happy with that too. We have AC and a fan. We have both going at the moment because to actually, like you saw before, turn on the power for this place, you need the key. So as soon as we leave, the AC shuts off and then we have to turn it back on when we get back, so it's a little warm in here. It has not cooled down yet, but I'm sure it will. So next up we have the bathroom. It's a basic wet bath, kind of what we've seen all throughout our travels in Southeast Asia. There's not really a separation between shower, toilet, sink, all of that. It's just all together. I don't know if this place is newer. It feels like it's newer and there wasn't as many reviews, only recent reviews. So I feel like it's more of a new development. So like the bathroom feels really new. Like everything in here is really clean and new. There's very, very minimal stains on the wall, which makes me feel like it hasn't been here for very long because that's very common to have stains all on the wall in our accommodations. But yeah, I think Graham and I are really happy with this choice, especially for the price point that it is. It's awesome.
Okay, Robin and I have just been kind of hanging out, doing some trip planning. Robin's been doing some editing, kind of resetting. It's like what we like to do on our travel days especially. But now we are heading out for supper. We're going to Namaste Indian cuisine, so we're gonna check that out.
You don't want the big comfy chair?
Big comfy couch?
Yeah. So Graham and I have decided to treat ourselves a little bit, celebrate that we're in country number 2 of the trip, but also that we've been doing really well with our budget so far. The budget of this trip, if you guys remember, it was about $80 Canadian a day for the both of us, and we've been doing really well. I wouldn't say like we're the most budget of backpackers. You can definitely do this trip way cheaper than we are doing it. I like to think of ourselves as comfort backpackers, if that kind of makes sense. But anyways, we decided to treat ourselves to some Indian food tonight because as soon as we saw it pop up on Google Maps, I was craving it immediately and then it had to be done. We also got ourselves a little drink to go with it. So we've ordered veggie korma and paneer butter masala. So I'm really excited for it. We got naan and we have rice that's coming along with it. So I think it's just gonna be a really good night.
Okay, so at this like little food court area that we're at, that we are actually completely by ourselves, which is really cool. You can rent games. I think you're supposed to like give your hotel key. He didn't ask for it. I think he trusts us and we're obviously not going to take these home because we've got our own domino set. Anyways, so we've rented some dominoes and I think we're going to play some games while we wait for our food. This looks and smells absolutely unbelievable. This is going to be so good.
First of all, I want to say I won the game. Thank you. Second of all, I'll kind of explain what we got. So I believe this one here is the paneer butter masala, which is like butter chicken but with paneer cubes, which is a cheese cube. And then by Graham is the mixed veg korma that we got. So I think we're going to split up the rice, split up the naan, and dig in. Okay, I'm going to try the paneer masala first. That is exactly what I was craving. I think Indian is one of my favorite cuisines. The spices that they use is just so unbelievable. I'm like very rarely disappointed when I order from an Indian restaurant. So let me try the veggie korma. Wow. It is so good. I'll mix it with I'll scoop it with the naan and the rice after, but I could literally just eat them by the spoonful. That is delicious. A little bit more expensive than we usually pay for supper, but it's what it is. That food was fantastic. The walk back is going to be a very slow one because we are both very full, very sleepy.
Okay, so that pretty much wraps up our travel day to Mui Ne and our first kind of day, half day exploring it.
The bus ride, that was our first sleeper bus and it was amazing.
Set our expectations so high.
I wish we would have started with one of the lower tier ones instead of this one because I don't think it's gonna be the same. This one, you got the full width of 2 seats. So for myself, if we were actually sleeping on this bus, I roll around from one side to the other side. Sometimes I sleep on my back and I had more than enough space. Oh, yeah. And you were you weren't just reclined, you were pretty much laying flat.
Completely flat.
Which was amazing, and it was so cushiony and it was so comfy. I probably could have stayed in there for at least 4 more hours if there was a bathroom.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that it was missing.
Yeah, so I think we have had a really good day, but we are definitely excited to get on a scooter tomorrow and explore the cool sites around Mui Ne.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Makes it really feel like you're in the jungle area.
Just whenever you're walking backwards, just make sure you legitimately have space to walk back.
I do. I'm just...
That's not how you lock it.
So let's go. What is this? I think is kind of what it's called. All kinds of sounds going on.
Are we at a club or are we at our hotel?
Rah, rah, Rasputin.